Will the game rock? Oh, great. Or will the game suck? Come on here! I don't want to do a stinking puzzle! Let's find out.
Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Hello everybody and welcome to NES 40th Anniversary Month here on Gameplay and Review. That is right, this month will be dedicated to Nintendo Entertainment System games, and I decided why not put it for September. Even though the actual 40th anniversary is not until October the 18th, I'm doing it early. And that is because this month is actually the 40th anniversary of the release of Super Mario Bros. On the Famicom in Japan. That is right. And of course the Famicom was the Nintendo Entertainment System in the United States, but with some things that were different. But of course, this month is dedicated to all Nintendo Entertainment System games. If it's on an NES cart, I will play it. And guess what? New games are still being released today. One that I'm doing today was actually released last year by Limited Run Games. And of course, for NES 40th Anniversary Month, I'm going to be wearing this shirt. And of course, the game I'm talking about that came out last year for the Nintendo Entertainment System that was released by Limited Run Games is the game that I'm doing today. I'm doing a few games on the NES, and there's going to be games that I'm going to be doing on emulators. And that is because I don't have those games, but they are still going to be Nintendo Entertainment System games. If it was released on the NES, I will play it for this month. And I will review it for you guys. Now this game I definitely have in my collection, and I'm doing it for gameplay and review today, and I hope it works. I hope I don't have a problem with it, because I've heard there were supposed to be problems with this particular release, but I'm going to do it today for you guys. And the game I'm talking about is Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. Now I already did the Switch version last year. Well, it's technically not the Switch version because it was released on multiple consoles. It was the HD version of this game. I'm doing the NES version for this gameplay and review. And what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to check to see if this is the same as this, because there's an 8-bit version in this particular release. That'll be after I do my gameplay of this. The question is, of course, when the question is, will it work? It probably will. The question is it going to be as good as the HD version of this game? Or could it be even better? You know what I'm going to say. Let's find out. Okay, I got the game right here and I'm going to put it in. Now, I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to try. Okay. Pop it in. My NES. But first, I'm going to turn this on so that way it has a signal. Okay. I just wanted to do something really quickly. Okay, let's pop it in. Alright, here we go. Let's see if it works. It works. It works. It works perfectly. Let's turn that up. That is good. Okay, so that works. Alright. I'm going to... Alright, I just wanted to see if it worked. Alright, we're about to play the game. I just want to keep on the safe side. Alright, got the thing hooked up. Here we go. I just wanted to test it. Here we go. And it is on, which is good. Alright, we're going to play it. Alright, we're going to turn this up. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. The 8-bit version of this doesn't sound too bad. I'm going to reset it for a minute. I want to hear the 8-bit version again. But it is working, and so far I haven't had a problem. Okay, this is what it sounds like. Alright, that's how it sounds like an 8-bit. I just want to hear it. Let's press the start button. And it does work on my NES, which is good. It's going to be TVGC. So it looks like it has probably a built-in battery. I don't know. Okay, so we got baby, big kid, and newborn. We're going to do normal difficulty. Can't hardly see the colors, unfortunately. I'm kind of surprised. I'll do Tommy first anyway. Color is off anyway. that supposed to be the color? That's probably why limited run games offer replacement copies. Yeah, this is terrible. How am I supposed to play the game? I might have to do an exception, guys. This looks awful. And it does. I can play it, but the thing about it is it looks terrible. The colors and stuff. I think this is not supposed to be right. I think this is what limited run games was talking about. I can see those characters fine. I can see them fine now, but what I'll probably do, I'll probably revisit this game if it's going to be like this, to see if the NES one that I get as a replacement looks better. See, you can't see even Chucky's hair. That's terrible. I don't think it was supposed to be like this, so I'll pop in the Switch game. Because I don't think it was supposed to be like colors like this. It looks terrible, and it does. Eventually I'm going to try something. Yeah, the colors look terrible. Let me see something. Hold on a minute, folks. I do apologize. Let me do a new game. Same. That looks much better. Holy cow, that looks much better. Oh, I don't know what happened with the colors, man. That looks much better. Hold on a minute. Hold everything. Hold on. I'm having a problem here. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, there we go. I'm back, folks. I'm sorry about that. That was a little bit of a cut. Alright, that's starting to look better. I don't know what happened. Alright, let's play it. Yeah, I was looking at the capture, and the thing about it is it looked terrible. We're going to delete that file. We're going to redo that. And I'll show you. Because I said on camera that it was working. See, that looks much better, doesn't it? Chucky, Phil, and Lil. This is how it's supposed to look. Thank God. I'm sorry about that. That was funny. I don't know what happened. Alright, let's play Tommy finally. Holy crap, man. There we go. There we go. This is how it's supposed to look. That was weird. I'm going to keep that on camera because that was so stinking weird. Good news is this is looking good. Okay. And I did say I was going to try the Switch release to see if this is identical. Look at this. This is much better. I don't know what happened. That was so stinking funny. Thankfully, I corrected it. And look at that. Looks much better. This is how an NES game should look. Holy cow. See, I capture things on my capture device. And when I said it was looking good, the capture device didn't capture it, so thankfully I'll show that. I'll show what was what I saw, I should say, on the camera here. Because I use not only the capture, but I also use a camera and I use this. And I usually connect it together to make it sound and look good. See, it looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. Thank God that I put it back in and try it again to see if it was going to work or be like the same thing. That was so stinking funny. See, it looks, the colors are much better, and so now I can play this without any problems. See, that's how Tommy should look. Playing bowling games. You got Reptar. And that's how Chucky should look. That was so stinking funny, though. Sure, wait, buy it now. Yeah, and I'm glad Okay. See, if it wasn't going to work, I probably was going to try the Switch release. And I was probably going to play that instead to see if this would have looked better. Well, how it would have looked. I assume would be the same. Alright, let's do it. Do Tommy again. And of course I can switch characters, which is cool. Okay. Okay. It looks much better. How you doing, Father? Whee! Oh, that looks like you know what. That looks like you know what from Super Mario Bros. 2, Doki Doki Panic. Woo! Except without the Doki Doki Panic Super Mario Bros. 2 soundtrack. Alright, now we can turn that down a little. Shoot! It's the same as the Switch release that I played, but in 8-bit. And it's a nice 8-bit copy. Whee! Wait a minute, can I? Never mind. I'll have to go back. Oh, I see. I think I know what it's supposed to do. Grab it. Well, I'm gonna kill these suckers first. I think I was maybe grab it and put it right here. Or throw it and do that. Okay. Now this game is similar to Super Mario Bros. 2, by the way. It's good. Come on, sucker. So far, limited run games, this is working fine. I did have a little bit of a problem at the beginning of this. There we go. I got the Reptar coin. Yay! Yeah, I did this for NES 40th anniversary month. For you guys. Oh, that was awesome. I was worried there for a minute there. Can I go that way? Yes, I can. Now, do I want to go there? You know what? Why not? Shoot. Oh, that was a pit. Okay, never mind. That was a pit. Got it. We got the cookie. That was awesome. That was funny. Yeah, I knew it. I should have ducked. That's okay. What's over here? Got blocks and stuff. Awesome. Alright, let's try a different character. We'll do Chucky. He's slow. We'll have to... Yeah, Tommy's faster. Can we do... Is he slow too? Hold on a minute. Dang nabbit. I'm just trying different characters to see if... Okay, he's not bad. Kiss my you-know. Do Tommy again. Got it. We have to switch to different characters. Okay, let's... So far I haven't hit... Oh, right back. And me being an idiot. I'm supposed to jump. Do I have a key? Yes, I do. Okay. So I got 3 cookies. So this is the boss. Too bad I don't have Scary Gary's boss beaters to help me. Mind the pun. You jerk. Oh, it's supposed to climb up. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Okay. And throw it up. Yeah, okay. Supposed to jump on it lightly, not tack it, and jump. Sorry, I'm gonna have to use somebody else. Got him. I'm gonna celebrate it with Tommy. I did it. Whee! Yay! Okay, so he's done. We are going to do... I really don't matter. Let's have some fun, shall we? I think this... Okay, we can throw it. Throw it. That was awesome. I like that. That was cool. Okay, it just doesn't kill them unless you stomp on them. Is this Angelica? Oh. Hi. They look like Angelica dolls or whatever. Yeah, Tommy is so far the best character, but there's other characters too. Oh, they... Sure. Cool. Let's see. Okay, we'll do her. Kiss it. Kiss the sky. Wait a minute. So she has a float. Yeah. It's only breathe, but it does work. So that's a pretty good... I'm gonna give Tommy the cookie. Yeah. You just gotta strategize. And so far, I have no complaints. Or does it take me back? Oh, it took me back. So I got a key. No, I need a key. It took me back. What the? So I'm... Wait a minute. I haven't been... Have I been down here yet? No, I have not. What am I doing? Down. Oh, yes, I can. Ooh, I got lucky there. Ooh, dang nabbit, you... There we go. Shut up. Bye-bye to both. It only lasts for a short time, a short period. Gonna need that. this must be the same. And they just take it back. Have I been over here yet? Oh, no, yes I have. I haven't been over here yet. So let's go over here. Shut up. Whee! I do like the graphics. The graphics are good for an NES game. By the way, what's that? Okay, we don't need any refills. Let's go back to Tommy now. Yeah, he has the best jump in the game. Oh, they get... Okay, so this must be for the key. Okay, I see. Shut up. I'm right. Oh, it shrinks. And it expands? Oh, great. What's he gonna do? I hate this sucker. Let's... Dang nabbit! I'll probably have to go back. And I lose that character. Yeah, all the way back. I'm learning his pattern, and that's good. Come on, sucker. That one I missed. There we go. Did it. It really don't matter. Let's get to Tommy. Alright. Yeah, I did 2 levels with that sucker. Now... And it worked. It worked just fine. I don't know why limited run games complain about this sticking thing. Alright, we're done. Can I go back? Alright, I'm going to... Alright, folks. I'm going to check out the Switch release and see if this is the same as this. I'm going to find out. And then I'll give you my final review. Okay, I'm going to check out the Switch release and see if the 8-bit version is identical to the one that I played. And I'm going to switch. Sorry, Switch, I had to say that. Yeah, I just want to see if the Switch game has the NES. I just gotta wait. That's the only thing I don't like about the Switch release, is that the waiting takes quite a bit. I do apologize if the waiting is going to be a problem. Okay, there we go. Nah, that's the one downside to a Switch release, is the alright. Now the only bummer about this is the fact that you've got to have the update in order to do the different game mode. Okay, we're going to look at this. So far it looks identical to the NES game. Yeah, it looks identical to the the NES game. Looks identical, except with scan lines. I wonder if I can remove the scan lines. I don't like the scan lines on here. How to remove that? Screw the filter. Screen border, no. Okay, you can at least adjust it. Alright. Now, it looks identical. Looks identical to the Switch release, yeah. Or not Switch. Sorry about that. The NES and Switch releases are identical. I will say that. So this could be really good for you if you wanted to play the NES release. And the NES release is right here. Identical. So if you missed out on the NES game, you can play it on here. The only downside is the fact that you need the update. You have to update this in order for it to work. Wait a minute, I didn't go down. Yeah, it has a Super Mario Brothers 2 feel. That's the one thing about this game. I like Super Mario Brothers 2 anyway. That was funny. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do it that way, can I? I gotta throw the boxes over here in order to... One more box and I see climb. Come on, I don't want. I think I'm stuck. Ah, screw it. We're done. I am done. Alright, folks. I will see you for my final review. So, what do I think of Rugrats Adventures in Gameland? Well, first off, I want to talk about limited run games. Now, I only had one problem with this game, and that was when I first popped it in, because of the graphics. But then, after I re-put in the cartridge, I didn't have a single problem with this. It didn't get hot or anything like that. I didn't have a problem playing this on my NES at all. So I don't get limited run games sometimes. I really don't. I do hate the fact that they put their games now for full price without even allowing you to save money through 4 for $4. They used to be able to do that, not anymore. And as a result, I couldn't get the collector's editions for these. I couldn't because of limited run games. Going from 4 to 4 payments, and had the option to also pay full price, to full price all the way. That's the one thing I don't get with limited run games. Sometimes their business practices suck. But of course, this game worked fine. I only had one problem with it, and that was early on. But after that, no. So, which one do I prefer? I think I prefer this one. There's no loading times like this one. You don't need an update to play the 8-bit version. And you can play the 8-bit version right out of the gate without any problems. No loading whatsoever. So this is the best way to play the 8-bit version. I do like the HD version as well. I do like the HD version. That's why I had this in my top 10 last year. This most likely could be in my top 10 this year. The NES version. Why? Because I did like the graphics of the NES version. I did. I didn't have a single problem with the graphics with the NES version. The music was fine. I think that was my only real downside with the game. But besides that, I didn't have a problem. And I do think the 8-bit music is fine. I do. I really do. I think the music on the HD version is better. But the thing about the NES version, you get a poster, a 2-sided poster with this. That's awesome. You get an instructional booklet, which is awesome. Where do you find that nowadays with Switch games and whatever not? And I know there's one in here as well. You get an instructional manual. Oh, and you get stickers. You get stickers with this one. I forgot about the stickers. Now I switched games because the thing about it is I wanted to because I put another game in here that was not the Rugrats game. But that's only because I had another game on the Switch that I was reviewing. And of course I switched that with the Rugrats game just to test out the 8-bit version. And both have manuals, which is pretty cool. But of course, this one comes with a poster. And the gameplay is awesome. The gameplay is awesome with this. So, what does that tell you? I was having fun with the game. You have to strategize a little bit, but the thing about it is, I was having fun with the game. That's all that matters. That's all that really matters, guys. You just have fun. And I had fun. And I'm glad that I bought this. It was well worth the wait. I got it last year, along with the Switch release. And I'm glad that I bought both releases. The only downside is the fact that I had to pay full price for both because of limited run games business practices. They were good originally when you could save money, not anymore. And by the way, when I show you my actual 10 and best and worst games for 2024, the video that I intended to upload, I'm going to be talking about limited run games. But for right now, limited run games gets a pass for this because this is awesome. And I didn't have a problem with the NES cart whatsoever. I was able to play it without any problems, even though the graphics were terrible in the beginning. Thank God that I re-put in the cartridge and saw that the graphics were actually better than I thought. I thought the graphics were going to be terrible. And when I noticed the game for the very first time when I was playing this on my NES, the graphics didn't look right. And I was kind of surprised about that. That was so sticking funny. All I had to do was re-put the cartridge back in the NES. And after that, I didn't have a single problem with it. Wow. But that was a surprise to me that happened. That was a surprise. So if I had to pick which one is the best, like I said, I'd probably go with this. No loading times. I did like it. It has saves. It's the 8-bit release. And you don't have to endure loading times with this. And you don't need to update this in order to get the 8-bit release. Because the first release of this, you only get the HD version, where you need to update in order to get this. You have to get a software update for this in order to play the 8-bit version on it. This you don't have to, and you can play the 8-bit version right out of the gate. And I think the 8-bit version is the best release of this game. And that's just my opinion, folks. If you think the HD version is better, that's totally your opinion. I'm picking the 8-bit version, and I like the cover of this better. This is still a good cover, but I think this has the better cover. And I'm glad that I bought this. And I'm glad I bought both of these. So just like with this game, since I've been talking about it quite a bit, I'm giving Rugrats Adventures in Gameland for the NES. If you were able to get this, you were in for a real treat. And I don't care what Limited Run Game said about this. I didn't have a single problem with it. And you probably won't either. If you do, then of course the replacement cartridge is coming. I don't think I need a replacement cartridge, but I'm going to probably be getting one anyway. So I'll have 2 copies. That would be awesome to have 2 copies of the game. This one works just fine though. I will say that. So I'm giving Rugrats Adventures in Gameland for the NES. Just like with the game that I did last year, the Switch release. The NES release of Rugrats Adventures in Gameland gets a green card. So that's been my review of Rugrats Adventures in Gameland for the NES. I think this is the superior version, and I will say I do like this version as well. Like I said, it's my opinion. Your opinion may vary. But I'm glad that I got this, and this is going to have a happy spot. Because this is what Emmer Prevost used to say. He usually says, he used to say, I should say, he used to say, this is going to have a happy spot in my DVD. Or if it was a Blu-ray, he would say, this is going to have a happy spot in my Blu-ray collection. This is going to have a happy spot in my NES collection, since I am a fan of the NES. And that's the reason why I did 40th anniversary for the NES, I should say. Sorry about that. But the thing about it is, the 40th anniversary of the NES is here, folks. It's next month. I'm celebrating it this month for you guys. NES 40th anniversary month is still continuing, folks. I'm just getting started. I started with this game. There's more NES games coming this month. And I have one NES game that I bought that I'm going to do a game plan review for you guys at the very end of this celebration of the NES. I'm saving that for last because that was the other NES game that I bought. There was another NES game that I bought, but I'm going to have to play that on an emulator. But I will be getting it. I will be getting it. And I'll do a game plan review for you guys when I do the game. It's coming. Alright, folks, I've talked long enough. Man, oh man. We're just getting started, folks. I will see you next time. I will see you next time for another episode of Gameplay and Review. It'll be another NES game. We're just getting started. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and stay awesome. And happy gaming.